Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. Today, we are going to talk about the great outdoors, not just as a place for adventure, but as a classroom for character, leadership, and faith. My guest is Gabe GarMelo, founder of GTG Outdoors in Waco. And Gabe has built a platform that goes far beyond hunting and outdoor recreation. Through GTG Outdoors, he's mentoring young people and strengthening families, using the outdoors as a powerful tool to teach responsibility and stewardship and purpose. Is that pretty close?
Yeah, I think that's most of it.
Awesome. Well, whether you're an outdoorsman or somebody who's never set foot on a trail, our conversation, I think, will be of interest to you because getting back to nature and community and all these values that are important to you are what we'll be talking about through GTG Outdoors. So welcome to the show,
Yeah,
Gabe.
thanks for having me.
It's awesome to get to meet you. First, let's start with your story. What drew you to the outdoors?
Yeah, I think for me, growing up, I am from San Antonio, Texas, so down south a little bit. We have a lot of public parks, but really, my family would go to a state park at least once, if not a couple times a year, and that's where I got introduced to how beautiful nature could be. Because we grew up in the suburbs, in the city, and while there's a lot of great nature scapes there, something about getting away from all of that in these really pristine areas that Texas Parks and Wildlife has just like clicked something in me. Like, I love this. This is amazing. And from there, and that kind of desire to be outside, I was able to get involved in a lot more adventure sports, as far out as mountain biking and whitewater rafting and kayaking, backpacking, these remote landscapes. I think one of the only things I really haven't done yet is mountaineering, and that's some real hard stuff there.
Yeah, that's a whole nother world too. Rock climbing? Have
Yeah,
you
rock
done that?
climbing.
Have you done that?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's talk about strength and training.
Yeah,
Uh,
it definitely, I mean, all those things, it works with your body in different ways. I mean, you can be someone who's really fit and you get on the rock wall for the first time
mm-hmm.
and you have to figure out your body again. Same thing with mountain biking. It's super fun, but there's a lot of skill and fitness involved. And I mean, that can even be a deterrent for people who are fit to try it and get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was someone who's really interested in just trying new things. And from that, I found this world of outdoor adventure and outdoor sports that just opened the door to all that GTG would become.
Well, when someone hears about GTG for the first time, what do you hope they immediately understand about your mission?
That it's for them.
Hmm.
We try to have events and programs that are open to everyone. We work with different communities and organizations, of course, but a lot of what we do is open enrollment where anyone could come. And that's part of the heart behind why we did it here in Waco. We wanted people from North Waco, East Waco, the suburbs, even as far as like some of the closer small towns to Waco to come and be like, hey, we can do this together. And from those form relationships that might not have ever formed without those experiences.
When before we got started, you said, this all sort of got underway in 2021. COVID was a thing, and there was a lot of things people couldn't do to get together, but being outdoors was one thing that was good. So tell me, how did that process come about for you creating a business?
Yeah, so GTG is a nonprofit, and we wanted it to be a nonprofit because what we saw in COVID is that everyone was getting outside. Bike stores were completely sold out of bikes.
Right?
You could have people, any day, time of the day in Cameron Park, and people started using the park spaces a lot more frequently. But there were still like other things where people, didn't know the implications of like, leaving their trash on the trail. and
Pack it
also
in, pack it out.
pack it in, pack it out. Yeah. As well as like, oh, well, if you didn't have a bike and, the bike stores are sold out, how are you supposed to ride? Right. So, like, well, what if there was a program that was able to supply people with bikes whenever they wanted to try, even if it was just for the day? Because that's a big commitment too, to think about buying a bike if you
Oh
don't know you
yeah.
like it. Right. And so, what if there was a way that we could give someone the chance to see, hey, do I like this? Is this for me? And for a lot of people, they try it and they're like, oh, this is for me. I love this.
Yeah. Well, of course, I'm thinking Camp Fimfo and
Hmm.
how that just kind of sprang up from people wanting to be outdoors and to have that flexibility of an area to play in. You talk about outdoors shaping character, though, and so what are some of the most important lessons that nature can teach a person of any age, really?
Yeah. I think about when we are camping overnight, especially, or backpacking, all of your essential life skills are held in those experiences. So for, youth coming of age or adults trying to, give themselves a moment, a break from all the chaos of the world, you're still having to focus on, cooking all your meals, managing your supplies and your gear, cleaning up after yourself, figuring out your plan for the day, for the next couple of days. And so there's a lot of life skills that you can build with these fun experiences that just come by the act of playing outdoors, really. And so I really think it's super impactful, especially for youth and families who may be struggling to figure that stuff out. Our heart is for families who feel like the busyness of life is just kind of hard to gather everyone together, or there's a lot of distractions. Well, when you're camping, you can kind of put away those distractions, and everyone there is working towards the same goal, whether that is to put, food on the table, build a fire, build the tent, right? Y'all are all sharing things in common, and you can say like, oh, like I help put up the tent, I help make the fire, and you're contributing, versus at home that might not be happening as much as people are going to school and, dinner's trying to be made really quickly, and that you're getting pulled here or
Somebody's got
there.
a ball practice we've got to get them
Hmm.
to, and all the just the
Exactly.
hurried nature of life.
And so that connection that you get while having those experiences in nature is, I think really important. And there's been a lot of studies that have shown how beneficial it is for youth and for families, and how just getting that time in nature can calm you down, can have positive impacts on your health, on your
Hmm.
sleep. Right? People think, oh, camping, like it's gonna be hard because we're not in my nice mattress. And while that that's true, there is some discomforts that we have to go through. The ways in which it helps regulate your body are just ways that you can't get in your everyday life most of the time.
Really, what do you mean by regulate your body?
Yeah, so I mean, think about when's the last time us as a society have been without alarm clocks to wake us up in the
Oh
morning,
man.
right? And so going to sleep with the sun, waking up with the sun, right? So following the natural rhythms of your body that we were created to follow is super impactful for long-term health. I mean, if you are constantly getting lack of sleep, or staying up late, it messes with the different
Hmm.
hormones in your body and everything like that. So if you're on an extended trip, camping or backpacking, even just for like 3, 4, 5 days, your body starts to feel those rhythms again, and you feel more refreshed than you would have otherwise, even if you've been sleeping on the floor.
Really, really. Well, that's neat. So as you take groups, I mean, I think of Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and whatever, Girl Guides, whatever, those kinds of organizations for kids kind of teach them something, but not everybody can be a part of those.
Yeah, I mean, that's our whole thing. Our organization, rather than just having a mission that specifies, we're going to focus on one thing,
Hmm.
we are small enough and local enough where we try to break down the barriers of anyone who comes. So that barrier could be financial, right? So
Right.
our trips range from, being completely free to participants, to really the most we charge is what it costs to pay for your food and pay for the permits. We don't really charge anything above and beyond that
Hmm.
on our trips. But also, like, if you feel unsure about it, we're there helping teach people the outdoor skills, or show them all of the kind of planning and prep and research we've done to make them feel good about coming into these unknown spaces, right? If they don't have reliable transportation, we offer transportation for families, because even going an hour, 2 hours away might be a big deal if, you're wondering like, oh, like what happens if I have a flat tire or,
Hmm.
my car makes a funny noise sometimes and I don't know what to do. So if that's the case, we work with everyone so that those barriers can really be removed. And our whole thing is whether you come from a background who could afford any comfort or goods. Like if you are someone who wants to try it for the first time, we're here no matter your background. And if you want to get more into it and bring your community into it, we're here for you. So we do try to reach individuals who may have a lot of barriers where they might not even consider that it's for them, right?
Right.
Because if you remove those barriers, then that consideration takes place. But until you do, some people won't even think that they can do it.
GTG Outdoors places a strong emphasis, though, on mentoring young people. Why is that so close to your heart?
Yeah, so a part of it is just I think when we uh, put our young people in schools and in all these activities, they are developing and they are growing, but I don't want to be, GTG doesn't want to be a place where they come for a fun experience. I really kind of parallel this to like a summer camp experience.
Hmm.
That's a fun place. They develop a wonder for nature and a love for nature there, but it's something that happens outside of themselves, right? Like they have to go somewhere. We hope that through us connecting with the youth, over multiple times, that we can connect them and show them like how their body interacts with the environment around them, how their environment affects their community and everything like that. And that doesn't happen, the first time you meet someone, and especially when you're talking about youth and the rapport that you build with them. They might think someone is really cool and really fun to do these fun experiences, but it's not until you've shown up again and again when it was hard, when it was rainy outside, that they are like, okay, like this person is for me, and so maybe then they have something that they can offer me to continue moving me forward and growing with me, and that's where we kind of step in and be like, hey, once we're at that spot, then we can show them how all of these activities and camping and the life skills that we hope that they would take with them can benefit them, right? So that's kind of how we approach it.
So, do you hold classes ahead of going on a trip or something? How do you structure this learning
Yeah.
curve that would be
So
necessary for
it
somebody like
definitely,
me? I've never really done much camping, so.
yeah, for sure. We have a variety of different ways. Like I said, we are at least right now small enough, and we want to continue to be small enough where we can customize experiences and trips for the person. We
Hmm.
don't look at the numbers first, we look at the people first. And so if you were to come to me and say, hey, I don't know anything about this, and I don't feel comfortable going out there until I know something,
Yeah.
then I would be like, okay, well, why don't you meet us at the local park that's next to you, or even if, oh, you don't really use that space, let's go to your backyard.
Okay.
And one of our mottos is backyard to backcountry. So let's meet in your backyard. Let's talk about some of the skills, some of the knowledge that you could gain. And then from there, maybe we go to the local park. And then from there, we go to a state park. And there from a national park where we're going way out into the wilderness and exploring things that, many people don't ever get to experience
Right.
in person.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite park that you've been to?
Oh, that's pretty hard. I would say that just because of the personal significance it holds for me, um, I told you at the beginning that I was really someone who jumped into new experiences.
Hmm.
Well, I had been camping. I had done a lot of like overnight rock climbing and mountain biking. But one of the last things I got into was backpacking, where you're out for multiple days, where you can't get into a car or anything like that. You
Mm,
take yourself and all your belongings on your back and go.
right.
Well, the first time I did that, I went out for 6 weeks long.
What?
Yeah. I had a friend who their family was going to do a through hike of the Appalachian Trail on
Hmm.
the East Coast. And for part of the summer, I was able to jump in with them. And there are a few days where I remember waking up and I would say bye to the family and I wouldn't see them until the end of the day. And, there's
Did
some,
you worry about getting lost? I
you
mean, that's
know,
what worries me.
yeah, for sure. I mean, at the beginning, I was very much very rigorous with knowing the plans and sticking with the group. But through that 6 week experience, I gained that confidence to be able to like, okay, I do know where I
Hmm.
am and I do know where I'm going, and I can confidently get myself there. And so from those experiences, there's been a lot of times of solitude I look back at where, I mean, think about it. When's the last time you spent 12 hours of your day with no other entertainment, no one else to talk to you, and you're just thinking about all these things in your mind? I mean, you get to process a whole lot. You get
Yeah.
to think who you want to be and how you want your life to be shaped.
Hmm.
And imagine doing that for day in and day out as these weeks rolled by. And I got to see some beautiful places, but that paired with what I felt, emotionally, spiritually, through those key moments, I wouldn't trade those for anything.
Yeah, you remind me of one of my guests who wrote a book out of an experience really of several days in the woods, and she was dealing with some trauma, childhood trauma and all that kind of thing. And she kind of did that. She just separated herself out and during that time then was able to kind of formulate things and became an author. So
Mhm.
you never know what can come from that time.
Yeah.
Um, Kids are growing up though with so much technology. They're growing up online. So how do you help families rediscover the value of unplugging and getting outside?
Yeah, I mean, so we offer, training for the families and those experiences where families can go out and enjoy nature together. And what I found is the biggest barrier for most families is really the time and effort it takes to do these bigger experiences. So for a lot of our families, when they're on these experiences, I tell them, hey, I know that you've just worked a whole week, maybe of really hard labor, right?
Hmm.
And going outside and having to labor through learning something new might be a barrier. And so for families especially, I tell them, hey, if you come with me, it's not going to cost you any more than it would on your own, but I'm going to pack everything for you. So all the gear, you just have to worry about your clothes.
Hmm.
Okay, when you get there, if you need to help putting up your tent or setting up your sleep equipment, like I'm there to take that edge off. And then I'm like, hey, I'm gonna cook all your meals for you. So at mealtime, you don't have to worry about getting everything together. You can focus on connecting with your children, with
Oh,
your spouse, right? At the end of the night, I want to be here. So when you go to sleep, you can go to sleep knowing if something happens, someone is there who's been there before who can help with situations, so you don't have to have the anxiety of like, oh, what if this happens and I don't know how to deal with it,
hmm.
right? You're going to have someone there that has your back, so that you can focus on the needs of yourself and the needs of your family. And then when we come to the end of that trip, really showing like, hey, like, yes, I've done a lot for you, but once you gain these skills and once you found out that rhythm that your family has outdoors, like these things become second nature for your family. And I want to help you get there. And
Hmm.
so that's why we do what we do with families.
Well, there's a lot more I want to talk to you about the faith connection that you have with all this and stewardship of the outdoors. So stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
US makes studio quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects. Never been easier to create professional grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease US.
Woo! Again! Woo! We're doing it! First night out. Not too shabby. Let's see how everyone else is doing. Good job, everyone. Woo! Second day out. Everyone's a little achy, but we're making it. Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Good, good. We just made it to the saddle of Emery Peak, so we're taking a break now. The very bottom of the South Rim, Big Bend. Everyone's checking it out. Beautiful views. We've worked hard to get here and we're really appreciating it.
At Mapiful, we believe in celebrating your journey. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mapiful.com and start celebrating your story today.
Finding a sleep sack that my baby likes has been a struggle. The sleep sack from Joy is a major upgrade.
It is all natural eucalyptus, which is breathable and hypoallergenic.
180, so look, 0 plus 90 equals what? 90. 90 plus 90 equals?
180.
180. Now we have a whole nother 180 to do, and we have west, and west is a big number. It's bigger than 180, but less than 360. What do y'all think it would be?
140.
No, no, it has to be bigger than 180. It's less than 360. Almost.
270.
What? What'd you say, Miguel?
270.
What?
270.
270. Because if we add, how much is 90 plus 180? It's 270.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com. At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi.
And we are back with Gabe GarMelo, who is with GTG Outdoors, and we've been talking about the value of getting back to nature, if you will, unplugging from all the technology and rediscovering yourself and your family members. That's a thought. That's cool. So, how does your faith influence the way you approach leadership and mentorship and the work you do with GTG?
Yeah, so I got my master's of public health from Baylor, and a few key books that we actually had to do were on faith and service, and one of them was Lead Like Jesus, and then another one that was less faith, but definitely affected me was Mountains Beyond Mountains. And I bring those up because they emphasize this thought of, what is servant leadership? Right? It's not just doing things for people. It's helping people get to a better place than they were before, right? You can do things for people and, it might be, I'm, giving them a fun experience.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that fun experience, how am I helping the well-being of that family from when they move on, when they're not camping with us? And so that is really important to me because for GTG, for me and my wife have founded it, our goal is that one day GTG doesn't exist because everyone in this community is able and has the knowledge to go out and bring their friends, bring their family, and enjoy nature, that's all around us. And so I personally believe that, through that servant leadership style, I want to serve so well that eventually my service won't be needed anymore.
Mm-hmm. Work your way out of a job.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's a growing conversation about conservation and responsible outdoor practices. What role does GTG Outdoors play in that?
Yeah, so we definitely emphasize, I think, a broader movement. It's called Leave No Trace. And so with Leave No Trace, it's really trying to leave nature as you found it, to make it just as wild and wonderful for the next person behind you. And so with everything we do, we're talking about, how to dispose of waste properly, how to make sure that when we're out enjoying nature, that we're not, disrupting the environment, the animals, stuff like that, for the sake of the planet and for each other. And so think about like, if you were to go to the same place, like, and, I think about a lot of our local parks and like Cameron Park, where so many people can go for
Hmm.
the evening, right? If you were to go there every day and everyone else in the city also had the same thought, how do we do that well enough where everyone can get the same amount of joy from that experience? And that's really where the conservation and the environmental considerations come out, because it's not just for you, it's for the people around you and the people behind you.
Hmm. Can you share a moment of a story where you saw firsthand how GTG Outdoor was helping someone, making a difference in someone's life?
Yeah. So I think just because of the nature of our job, we get to see a lot of firsts. And so
I'll
I've seen
bet.
so many kids for the first time on a bike, for the first time on a kayak, going out even into our local parks. Like, oh, like people have grown up here, and, they're, 5, 6, 7, all the way to in their 20s. Like, oh, I've never really been to this side of Cameron Park before, and showing them that. But I think some of the most impactful moments have actually been with our participants who've been a bit older. So I had just a woman participant who was in her 60s, never been kayaking before. And she was unsure about it. I mean, it's a big deal to do something that, like, she felt like she could not do. We talked.
It's pretty athletic.
Yeah.
Right.
And we had to talk through it. And, eventually she agreed to have that experience, and she loved it. I mean, she was out there talking and smiling, and she was like, I can't believe I waited this long in my life to
Yeah.
experience kayaking for the first time. And I think that's really important for us, for those individuals who've never done it, to give them that time and space to experience that wonder. But also, hey, how about let's make sure that someone doesn't have to wait until their 60s to enjoy this. And from that, then they can grow in that sense of awe and wonder for nature, which leads to maybe them caring more about nature, and also the spiritual side of it, of like the awe and wonder of nature itself as we look around, that we are part of something so much bigger and greater than ourselves, but also how we should take care of those things around us.
Well, every mission has obstacles and challenges. What have been some of yours?
Yeah. Um, I said we were small, and I think I'll emphasize that, because, right now, me and my wife do these programs, and we've had some great leaders and student leaders come on and help us at different parts of our journey. But I would say a lot of people just don't know that we're here.
Mhm.
And so I think about it like this too. you know, we have the skills, the knowledge, the gear. So much of the time, we want to get out the, family and community members. But if you did not know the person who is taking you out into the middle of nowhere, would you say yes to that?
Really?
And so a part of us is like,
That's a
hey,
good point.
we have to make connections in the community, and we try to, because I know that's a huge part. Is
Yeah.
trust is needed,
Right.
and I don't want to overlook that and just say, "Oh, just trust us." Like, no, I want to earn your trust.
I'm not an axe murderer, really.
And yeah, so that's really important, that we actually get out and connect with the community, and then from that we can develop these great relationships where they trust us to take them out, but also trust us to lead them through these, hopefully experiences that will increase the well-being of their lives, of their families' lives, right? And so that's really where our heart is as well.
Yeah, what future dreams do you have for GTG Outdoors?
I mean, yeah, I think a big thing I would like to see is, right now, we have some limited capacity, just because, I know how much of a feat it is to get people out there, especially if you're guiding someone who doesn't know, or a group of people who don't know a lot about the outdoors. And I would like to connect with other outdoor enthusiasts and professionals so that they could offer what we're doing, through the GTG framework or not, to their community members. Because, as much as I love to connect with people, there's only so much time in the world where I can
Sure.
connect. But if someone next to me has some skills, and maybe I can just impart a few more tips and tricks and other things to help guide, then maybe they can take their families and their friends out, right? And maybe we can support them that way, so that the effect is compounded as people join into the GTG outdoors movement, where we're supplying, maybe some of those needs of gear and needs of like logistics, but they're able then to go out with the people that they love and care about, and they become the outdoor leaders for them. So
Mm-hmm. For someone who's listening and maybe feeling disconnected from nature or from purpose or community, what is a simple step they could take this week?
yeah, so I would say the first step is actually you don't even have to go outside for this. You can, wake up in the morning or when you've been sitting down and think about, like, when's the last time you just sat at a window and looked outside what's going on?
And this is a pretty fun window to look at,
Yeah, up
isn't
here is
it?
really nice. And just think, what's going on outside?
Yeah.
What are the leaves doing? Is there any animals that I'm looking at, or what are the people out doing? And from that, just like getting a sense of appreciation and kind of realizing, oh, like, I'm a part of this too. And because I'm a part of it, hopefully from there, the next step would be like, maybe I can go out into my front lawn and just feel the grass of my front lawn, or check on the plants and the trees. And then from there, that connection might lead you to down the block, right? Then down the road. And so it really is not where you have to go out to the wilderness the first try.
Suddenly go,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
really
go
just
whole hog.
building that appreciation for nature just from
Yeah.
what you can observe from where you are. And I'll say that if you feel like there's something keeping you from the next step, GTG wants to be there, and we want to support you on your journey.
Yeah. How can people support you though, and in the mission that you have with GTG?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you that right now, we try to do everything we can to raise funds through grants and through fundraisers. And it's one of my ethics that if I can bring in grants and bigger funders from outside the community, then those funds can be poured into the community. But we do need, people who see what we're doing and, know that, like, hey, like, we're trying to do the most with what we have, and it's not all the time, we don't have something physical to give the person a lot, but we hope that what we do give them can last with them for years, and can affect the trajectory of their lives just by those little moments where they're able to step back and really decompress and find that sense of awe and wonder again in nature.
Yeah, we've been blessed as a family to be able to go and hike, do some hiking like in Sedona. And there are bike trails there that I think, who would have the courage to get on this little narrow,
Yeah.
one wrong move? There's some excitement in outdoors life. But yeah, that connection to nature and just the appreciating the beauty, of this wonderful world. So, as you say, take your camera, take pictures, take your souvenirs and your memories that way, and leave the plants there.
Yeah. Just being considerate of others as you're in your outdoor pursuits, and bring a friend. It's never gonna hurt to bring someone else with you. It's nature's great for solitude, and I think that there's a lot it can bring you of peace and quiet and refreshment that way. But also those connections, I think, so many people we take trips on, say it's like a couple days backpacking, they might not know each other at the start, and you'll be surprised that within 3, 4, 5 days, people will come out and you're like, you're my best friend.
Yes, right.
And that is not something that happens very often in this world, that one-on-one connection that you get with people like that.
Well, speaking of which, Dana Lee Haynes, of course, a longtime friend of mine from Baylor, and she's the one that put me in touch with you. And so, you do all these wonderful things with camping and so forth, but you also just do some athletic type training So tell me a little bit about that, that she has won the prize as being involved for the longest number of years.
Yeah, so we do Mount McLean, and so that was part of us wanting to find ways to get, anyone who wants to be outdoors, and sort of thinking like, oh, well, we don't engage the running community a lot, but how many runners do you see out on the sidewalks and on the trails?
Oh, yeah.
And so we started Mount McLean as a fundraiser, but also as a way to get people connected to what's going on in Waco. From that, actually, we've now started the Keep Waco Outdoors Expo, where we try to grab a bunch of different organizations like Camp Fimfo, and the Waco Mammoth site that's here in town. And
There's great hiking trails there.
yeah, and we try to grab, everyone who's centered on getting outdoors together and have that as a resource for the community so that if they're struggling to figure out how they can get plugged in, that would be a great place to start. So Mount McLean has been a great way to do that, for people to connect with us, but also now the greater outdoor community through the Keep Waco Outdoors Expo. And she's actually been a part of that for 5 years since we started, and she's been great. She has finished all of the races, and it's a hard race.
So tell me about the race. Tell me about what it is. It's there at McLean Stadium.
It's at McLean Stadium, and when you're running it, it's going to be the normal 5K, 10K length. But then the last bit of the race, the real challenge of it, is that you are going to be on the field, and you are, for the last about quarter mile, you're running up through the stadium to the very top of the bleachers. So luckily there's a lot of ramps, so people don't have to worry about stairs too much. But the last about 2 stories, the last bleacher set, you're there as you've just ran all of this around the river and around the cove of McLean Stadium. Now you're doing that stair part, and people say, like, of all the things they've done, that 2 stories of stairs was the hardest part of the run, or any run they've done. So yeah, it's really great, and I see a lot of pride in people that do it. And when they finish, they're like, "Whoa, that was hard." But I'm glad I did it. I'm glad it's done. And she's done it 5 times.
I'm so proud of Dana Lee. So when does that happen? When is this event usually?
Yeah, so that is usually in the fall. So we had ours this past October, and yeah, we're hoping for another year. We always have to figure out the football schedule.
Oh yeah, football schedule before you can schedule things.
But we're hoping to do that. And regardless, I think we'll have the Keep Waco Outdoors Expo as a way just to connect with the community and find resources for the community. Like I said,
when is that?
That's where we bring in like all of the people. Oh, when?
Is it certain time of year?
Yeah, so that will be, usually it's during the same time as the race.
So, okay, so in the fall.
Yeah,
so in the fall you have that is awesome. I mean, this is so exciting for me to learn more about what you're doing and the passion you have for helping people, because I mean that's really what this does. It helps people, as we've said, to connect with the outdoors and maybe with themselves as well in a little bit of a way. So how can folks learn more information?
Yeah, you can go to our website at gtgoutdoors.org, and you'll see a calendar of our events there. I'm actually about to post all of the spring events that we have, so you can get
coming
ready
up
for that. And then, our social media is going to be pretty active with what we've done, and you can see kind of a little bit more of, I wonder what a camping trip looks like. You can go back and go look through a little bit of our pictures, and then, of course, our newsletter. If you get our newsletter, it'll show different updates or different things that we're planning to do, even maybe before they're on the calendar, because like we're planning to go to the Grand Canyon, and we just got the permit for that, and you might not know that was happening unless you've been with us in the past or seen the newsletter, because I'm not going to post that until we get that. And it's a lottery, so not everyone gets
I'm sure
stuff like
spaces are limited for sure. And of course you've done things in Big Bend, which they're closing that down for a period of time.
Yeah, so they're doing some renovations on the lodge there, and so
the Chisos Mountain Basin,
and so the campgrounds itself is going to look a little different. And so this year actually it might be the the last few years where you can come and camp with us there in the basin. It's very family friendly. We do this. We try to do it every year, and so next year it might look a little different. It might be a backpacking trip in the desert versus being on the mountain. But yeah, we're really excited to go back this year, and it's just so beautiful this time. People don't think that the desert would be nice in the winter, but there it's super temperate in the winter. I mean, when we're there, it's going to be like 70s during the day, and you don't think, oh, like mid-December, January, it's going to be nice, but it really is so beautiful, and it's also designated as a dark sky area where you can see the stars.
Well, McDonald Observatory is out there, so yeah.
And so people say like they've never seen as many stars as they get to see.
That's
out
what
there.
I've always, I've heard and gotten to experience. So, Gabe, it's just a delight. Thank you so much for what you're doing in the community. And again, that website is what?
GTGOutdoors.org.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And thank you. Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
At Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat, we're proud to be your premier destination in Waco for exceptional automotive service. Whether you're searching for a new vehicle, a quality pre-owned car, or dependable service and parts, our team is here to take care of you every step of the way. Visit Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Waco, where great deals, friendly service, and your next ride are waiting. Come by, let's be friends.
A big thank you to our sponsor, Fox & Co. Bakery. Check them out for delicious baked goods and your catering needs.
1, 2, 3. GTG Outdoors!
Yeah, you got a fish!
To share what I learned, to leave no trace, and to leave our hearts better than I find them.
So all you have to do is tap your Popple to the back of someone's phone, like that, and they instantly get your social media and contact info right on their screen. They don't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. So get your Popple today and start impressing everyone you meet. Make it pop.
I know you're gonna love this Kodak Dot Plus printer. You guys just connect it to your smartphone. I can assure you, you are going to love this printer as much as my family has. You guys have to check it out for yourself.
Woo! Are y'all excited for today? Oh, we're going up there today, all the way to the top. We'll check in with everyone, see how they're doing at the end of the day. Woo! See the South Rim tonight. Hi, I'm Gabe.
And I'm Megan.
And this is Link. And we are the founders of GTG Outdoors. At GTG Outdoors, our vision is that all individuals and communities have access to outdoor adventure experiences.
We believe these experiences support the well-being of those who participate in them. From hiking in a local park to backpacking in the wilderness, GTG Outdoors is here for you.
We do this by bringing our expertise and equipment into the community, empowering you to experience outdoor adventure in your own backyard.
We especially focus on family experiences, believing time in nature supports healthy relationships and increased appreciation for our natural spaces. From toddlers to grandparents, we promote people of all ages to enjoy the outdoors.
And we don't stop there. GTG Outdoors aims to increase representation in outdoor adventure among all underrepresented demographics. We believe people of all backgrounds should be able to have positive outdoor experiences.
Hi GTG Outdoors, my name is JD McDonald and I am the Youth Program Assistant at Mission Waco. And I just wanted to take a moment and thank you for supporting us, for supporting our students. Oftentimes we come into our activities with fire making and kayaking and biking, and the students are very reluctant. But after they challenge themselves and learn something new, they leave delighted and they grow through the process. So thank you for your support of Mission Waco and our students.
Finally, we cannot do this work alone. From volunteering to becoming a sponsorship member, we need you. Connect with us through our Facebook, Instagram, or join our mailing list on gtgoutdoors.org.
Thank you so much for taking the time to check us out, and we hope to see you soon. Bye! Going up the side of the canyon. Come in, see that? It's hard, to get what you're trying to get, you have to stay on the concrete. 1 point.
Gabe.
All right, look where you want to go. Look where you want to go. Look where you want to go. Good.
Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. NordVPN.com. That's NORDVPN.com.
I feel so bad, I got a worried mind. I'm so lonesome all the time. Since I left my baby behind on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou. Fishing boats with their sails afloat. If I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Gonna see my baby again, gonna be with some of my friends. Maybe I'll feel better again on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working until the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat. If I could only see the familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Well, I'll never be blue, my dreams come true on Blue Bayou.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, your bank for life.
It's football season, and we can create your outdoor tailgating spaces that is actually a part of your home. Bifold doors that tie in the inside and the outside, and you can gain anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 square feet living space, all while taking in the big game poolside. Call us at Gather & Co. Kitchen and Bath, where we can create your unique tailgating space.
And probably will be for life.
Time casts a spell on you. You won't forget me.
Hey Waco, meet your new favorite email. It's called the Waco Buzz, the local newsletter that skips crime and chaos and gets straight to the good stuff.
And probably will be for life.
Time casts a spell on you. You won't forget me.
A journey into new thoughts, new cultures, new adventures. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey with Babbel now. Go to babbel.com or download the app.
In a similar sense, and I don't know if this happened this quickly, I think it was probably more some planning down the road, but Providence Hospital was designated an inland evacuation point for hospital evacuations if there was action on the coast and they had to move all those patients inland. Waco was a strategic location too.
Yeah, and there's regular blackouts in Galveston along the coast and places like that where they really are concerned.
Yeah, you didn't want to. Yeah, if you had submarines out in the Gulf.
Yep.
And your city would backlight any shipping going through the Gulf and make them nice targets.
At Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat, we're proud to be your premier destination in Waco for exceptional automotive service. Whether you're searching for a new vehicle, a quality pre-owned car, or dependable service and parts, our team is here to take care of you every step of the way. Visit Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Waco, where great deals, friendly service, and your next ride are waiting. Come by, let's be friends.